Hello people, welcome back to my channel Study with Snigdha. In today's video, we will see what are crops and what are the types of crops. So firstly, we will see what are crops. Crops are plants grown by the farmers. Agriculture plays a very important role in the Indian economy. It is the backbone of our country. 70% of the Indian population depends on agriculture for food and money. It is the major occupation in the rural areas. The cultivation of crops depends primarily on the weather and soil conditions. Now let's move on to what are the types of crops. The crops are of the following types depending upon the season in which they are grown. Kharif crops, Rabi crops, Zaid crops, cash crops, and food crops. So firstly, let's know about the Kharif crops. The crops which are grown in the monsoon season are known as Kharif crops. The seeds are sown at the beginning of monsoon season and harvested at the end of the monsoon season. Such crops require a lot of water and hot weather for proper growth. Some examples of Kharif crops are rice, maize, millet, soybean, arhar, cotton. Now let's see what are Rabi crops. The name Rabi means spring, a word derived from Arabic. The crops that are grown in the winter season and harvested in the spring are called Rabi crops. Various agricultural practices are carried out to produce new crop varieties. Such crops require a warm climate for the germination and maturation of seeds. They, however, require a cold climate for their growth. Examples of Rabi crops are wheat, gram, barley, peas, oats, chickpea, linseed, and mustard. Now let's see what are Zaid crops. Such crops are grown between the Kharif and Rabi seasons, that is between March and June. These crops mature early. Here are some examples of Zaid crops. Cucumber, pumpkin, bitter gourd, watermelon, muskmelon, sugarcane, groundnut, and pulses. Now let's see what are cash crops. A cash crop is one that is cultivated to be sold in the market to earn profits from the sale. Most of the crops grown today worldwide are cash crops, cultivated for selling in the national and international markets. Most of the cash crops grown in the developing nations are sold to the developed nations for a better price. Well-known cash crops include coffee, tea, cocoa, cotton, and sugarcane. Food crops. The crops that are grown to feed the human population are known as food crops. There are a number of food crops grown in the country. Some examples of food crops are rice. Rice is the staple food crop in a majority of regions in the country. Rice is a Kharif crop that requires high temperature, heavy rainfall, and high humidity for proper growth. The areas with less rainfall use irrigation for rice cultivation. Second example of food crop is wheat. Wheat is the most important cereal crop in the north and northwestern parts of the country. It is a Rabi crop that requires 50 to 75 cm of annual rainfall. The third example of food crops is millets. The important millets grown in the country include jowar, bajra, and ragi. They are highly nutritious and are known as coarse grains. It grows in the regions which experience rainfall throughout the year. Next is maize. This Kharif crop is used as both food and fodder. It grows well in alluvial soil. Pulses. India is the largest consumer and producer of pulses in the world. Pulses can survive even in dry conditions. These are leguminous crops and help in improving soil fertility by fixing atmospheric nitrogen. The human population depends upon crops for their food production. Therefore, the crops should be cultivated using proper production techniques and agriculture implements. Hey, if you found this video helpful and you enjoyed watching our video, then please like and share our video and subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching.